Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me for this week's Soulmate Oracle reading. Now, Christmas is all over with and now we're getting ready for 2018. It's tomorrow, the New Year's Eve day starts, and I wanted to reflect more on New Year's and what to expect. So I'm going to make this reading more about what to expect for this New Year. It's going to be more of a generalized love reading like I always do every week, but I know that there is so much going on, especially in the month of January. We start a full moon on January 1st / January 2nd, and it's going to be going into Cancer. Now, this is a time where I know a lot of emotions happen during the holidays, and especially New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. The whole month of January, for some reason, it just puts a lot of emotion into all of us. And it's not that it's such a bad thing, but it does intensify when there is a full moon, especially when it's in Cancer. Cancer is the sign of emotions, and it's going to affect a lot of Cancer born individuals, sun sign individuals. But also another thing, we are going to have a lunar eclipse at the end of January, which is another full moon, so that we have two full moons in January. So now, if a lot of you follow the moon, you know that the full moon, it brings up a lot of past emotions, current emotions, and a lot of things just start to stir up inside of us. Now, the one thing you want to remember is you don't want it to get out of control, especially when we have two of them in 1 month. The second moon usually represents when we have dual full moons in 1 month, especially with a lunar eclipse. It's more on the feminine, divine feminine influence, and it will have some moments of emotions, especially as we come into Valentine's Day, which is another romantic, emotional holiday that a lot of people feel the intensity if they're with someone or if they're not. It does influence. It does have an influence of some kind, and it's one thing you have to remember is that you don't want it to overwhelm you. You don't want this month to really take a lot out of you, because that's what I feel. A lot of people seem to know that what the new year is going to kind of like bring to them when it happens. So instead, why not try something a little different? Like I said in the last video on Christmas, why not try something a little different? Try the positive affirmations. And, you know, with the positive affirmations, I think you should include, I'm going to not think of what I thought of before. Because I know a lot of people that it seems to follow them like a pattern. And like, oh, here comes a certain day that I always get like moody or I get depressed and I can't be bothered with anyone. Why not say, this is a day I'm going to be like a little social butterfly, so to speak, and just get out there and do things. I know it's easier said than done, but you know what? If you don't start somewhere, you're never going to have it happen. Okay, so I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday. Mine was great. I had a video up. You can see my previous video with my Christmas decorations, and it was really nice. It was really nice with my family. And I hope that you had the same thing as well. But remember, the holidays do not have to represent a lot of commercialized types of energy. You really want to reflect it on yourself. Now, when I say that, I don't mean it in a selfish way, but I mean, you know, be that little kid that maybe you were. When you were a kid, you used to get all excited. I mean, a lot of us believed in Santa, some of us didn't. But whatever it was back in the day, everybody had some type of kind of like holiday. So we all got excited for something. So this is where you have to just bring that out and not look at things so drastically, because you will actually be attracting that, maybe that little girl or that little boy type of energy back into your life. Not that you are, but you know, when we have that mentality, because age is just a number, you know what? We are still those little kids. We are still those young children and those young adults. But sometimes as we grow older, we lose that. And then when we lose that, we get older, and then it starts in the mind and then the body and then the physical. So I really feel that 2018 should be a time for you to, you know, go back a little bit. Let's turn back the time. Let's go back to where we were happy about things. Maybe when we were very young or whatever, but I like to start with a vision board or start with a planner, like I mentioned before, and write down what you want for the new year. You journal, have a journal and date that you want, you know, like this quarter, I'm going to be doing more of this. I'm going to be reflecting more on my life. That's what January should be about. It shouldn't be about, oh, I have to get those New Year's resolutions in because December 1st is going to come and I'm not going to even have it done. No, you can't even look at it that way. That's a race. That's a marathon of month by month by month you need to get it done, because you don't. Start slow. Layers. This is what I always say. That's the only way you're going to get anything done. New beginnings, new changes. It's a self-reflection month. And it's a self-reflection month that brings out the joy and the love that you have inside of you. So it's kind of preparing. The month is like January 1st for 31 days. Or is it 30 days? Okay. So whatever that may be, you need to reflect on yourself. You need to reflect on what you want truly in your life, not what others or what you think others want of you, because that's not so. You have to focus on yourself and go with the flow, because that's what it's all about. If your thing is about, well, I like to go out and get massages, or get pedicures, or get manicures, or get my hair done, you know, why not? This is a time to do it. Or it could be like, I like to just window shop and I like to go shopping and I like to do things. Well, in moderation, it's a good thing. Or it could be going out and work out and exercise and just feel happy. Do some yoga, because that's my thing. But whatever your thing is, you have to find it. The energy is there. No matter what type of thing you're into, you have to find and just go with it, because eventually it's going to get lessened as the months go on, and you don't want to feel like you didn't do anything for this year. Because this is why we go through like, oh, it's December 1st, or it's December 2nd, or it's December 31st, and I didn't accomplish nothing. I didn't do nothing in my life. What did I do this year? No, that's the mind telling you. That's the negative that you held on to all throughout the months, because you didn't work on yourself. So this year, let's all start, including myself. Let's all work on ourselves, because it's all about us, and it's all about us staying in unity, because we are a family and we are all as one, and nothing is going to stop you from doing what you want. You need to follow your passion, and that's what 2018 should be. Okay, I didn't want to make this introduction so long, but I am so excited. I can't wait for 2018, and I hope you have plans, and I hope you have you know, ideas what you want to do for this year. If not, good time to start. Like I said, January 1st. Start making those plans. You know, it's a full moon, it's letting go, and this is a time of self-reflection. Also, don't forget about what you've done in 2000. Write down a list of the accomplishments that you did do, because I'm sure there's more than one thing that you can find if you're thinking negative about it, because it seems like people say that all the time. Oh, I hope the next year will be better. Oh, I hope the next year is going to be better than what I've experienced, because you know what? That is not the right way to think, okay? Positive affirmations brings in positive light, positive love, okay? So I just want to thank you all for tuning in every week. This year has been incredible for me. I've been so excited each time I'm recording these videos, because I know there are so many people who have reached out to me and told me how much that they depend on my videos, and I'm really happy that I want to do more, and I plan on doing daily videos, or maybe daily posts on one of my social media sites. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing. It's going to be in my planner. I'm going to be self-reflecting everything in January. I have so many plans for this coming year for you all, and basically I want you all to endure and grow and evolve spiritually, because that's my goal. And if I can do more for you all, I will do more for you all. So thank you all for subscribing to me, and the new subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate the comments, the likes. I try my best to get to all of the comments as quickly as I can. I may even do a live video. I'm planning on it. I mean, that's something different, and I have other ideas. So, you know, like maybe one question readings or something on live. I don't know, somebody suggested that to me, and I think it's a great idea. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to my nephew Milano for buying me this beautiful New Year's Eve sweater. I had to wear it for this video. I have to show you guys. It's perfect for New Year's Eve. I don't drink, but you know what? This is in the spirit of New Year's, okay? So without further delay, let's get started. Okay, you notice that there is 8 cards instead of 4. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a split spread with dual decks, basically going through the masculine and the feminine with the divine partners. Also, a little bit more of reflection on what we need to focus on for this upcoming 2018, a forecast of our lives and what we need to do to change our lives in order to perfect it so that we can find the true happiness and love with our divine partner. We need to know these things in order to move forward. The cards that I've used was the top row, you'll notice, is the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And the second, again, by Doreen Virtue, another one of my favorite decks, the Romance Angels. Very beautiful deck. Okay, so let's begin. Let's start with the first card. Okay. Overcoming difficulties. And as you can see, this eagle is flying up high. Letting go of the things that are behind this eagle, not looking back, just moving up towards the sun, above the horizons and the heavens. And this eagle is really looking at new beginnings. As you can see, the world behind this eagle is circulating, and it's going in a circle, and it's just the same thing over and over. It's not something you're supposed to focus on. It's not something that you're supposed to look at. But instead, you need to focus on what is truth in your heart. And the divine feminine usually looks at a lot of past emotional energies. And especially now with the full moon in Cancer, the divine feminine is going to say, I can't do this anymore. I am done. I am tired of the emotional drama with this person, and I just need to quit. That's not where you want to be. This is not, the divine feminine is not, she is not in a good spot because she is feeling sorry for herself. And this card is actually a reflection to telling you that you can't allow what you felt maybe previously, because of the holidays, it did bring out a lot. It did show you a lot, because I know I felt it too. But that's the whole point of starting over again. The last month of the year basically is letting go and letting go to start over again, to be prepared for that new beginning that we are going to have in the next few days, and excited for it. But if you're always looking at those difficulties, it's not a part of you to really say that that's the way your life is. You can't look at negativities and dwell in them, in other words. That's what this card is representing. Okay, so now we're into the card beneath. Make the effort. Making the effort, as you can see, these beautiful young children, they're in love. And a lot of love is being spread between them two. As the card says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so you know what? This card goes along with this card. It's crowning each other, that it's time to make the effort. It's time to make the effort for yourself to overcome those difficulties. The divine masculine wants more. The divine masculine is hungry for more. But if you're always fighting it and running from it, the divine masculine always feels that they can't handle it either. And that's what causes so much distractions from actually focusing on the center of what is truly in your heart. That's where you come in. That's where you need to say, you know what, I need to reflect, and I need to let go, and I need to just start planning, because something exciting is going to happen. I guarantee you, you're going to see something happen. There is so much energy shifts that has happened in these last few months that they're all starting to manifest for this year, for this upcoming year. And this upcoming year is going to bring you something where you're going to feel like, I understand now what my purpose was. And I understand that this purpose was to reach up to a higher level, to a higher self. Maybe you're thinking sometimes in the 3D level, and your divine partner is thinking in the 3D level. So when the both of you are constantly dwelling on ego, and we talked about ego before, it's not that this person is a narcissist, that they're thinking entirely of themselves. It's mostly because of the ego-based energy that attacks. And when the attacking of an ego energy, it comes to like a psychic attack. And it's like it feels as if they're just running. And that's where you need to make the effort. That's where you need to make the effort for yourself and for others around you by showing the love to overcome these difficulties. Because these difficulties, they don't have to be so extreme. You don't need all of this drama in your life. I know you don't, and I don't, and no one does. Okay, so we get this drama because we give in. We give in to the difficulties, the negativities that occur in our lives, the coworkers or family members and other people that are around us, even the clerk at the grocery store. I mean, it happens everywhere. So you need to not allow someone to take away your smile, take away your love, take away that feeling of why you woke up this morning feeling really energized. And you know what? Not letting them steal it from you, because they can do it. They can take your happiness away, and then you're just in a, you know, like a really grumpy mood all day. Okay, so the next card, healthy lifestyle. And as many of you know, this is one of my favorite topics, as well as spirituality, that a healthy lifestyle and a spiritual life goes hand in hand. It's all about eating, like this card says, eating a healthful diet, getting adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. And that is so true. And I'm not here to preach to you about changing your eating habits, but you know, we tend to eat certain things, we do certain things, we have habits that we do that we know they're not right, and we don't feel our 100% best. And you know what? That's when negativities occur. I found that when you neglect your health, when you neglect something, and you end up feeling the energies of the world, that the drama, you're pulling on negativities instead of feeling good. If you're eating lots of fruits, vegetables, drinking lots of water, getting enough sleep, you feel like empowered, and you're exercising, of course, because you feel empowered, like I can do this. And your mind says, I did it. Yay, I quit smoking, or I quit drinking, or I quit whatever. I mean, sugar, that's my thing. And you just do it, because you know what? That's what makes you, you know, unique. You're your BFF, as I always said before. And without having this love for yourself, you cannot attract the love into your life. And that's so true, because if you're with someone that you love, if you're not with someone that you do love, or if you're searching for that someone that you want to love, if you're not loving yourself, they're not going to feel the love, the energy vibration, because it's all about raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you automatically see things in a different light, in a different approach. And that's why it is so important when you hear the phrase mind, body, and spirit. That's why I say all the time, the mind needs to focus and be disciplined and be centered, kind of like what we talked about, putting that planner together so that we can plan our year. And then, you know, spirituality, that comes first as well, because you need to focus on meditation. You need to reflect. You need to, you know, really take deep breaths and just take in and endure the love that you have in your heart, and bring it out. Whatever the meditational things that you do in your life, you need to focus on it. Body. There's so many different things that you can do to enhance your body, not just with one specific area. Everybody has their own ways, or some people are vegan, some people are pagan, some people are paleo. You know, it's all about preference, and that's all what you do to make yourself the best and how you want to feel in your life, and it's empowering yourself. So all of these together is mind, body, and spirit. And the next card, well, here we go with forgiving and learning. And forgiving and learning, allowing yourself to heal. And like it says on this card, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And you know what? That's exactly what I just talked about. Because you're forgiving and learning about those life lessons. Another thing, if you had a very emotional year with your divine partner, in a soul relationship with your twin flame, and that you felt that in your heart that you were not getting maybe the love or the attention, or that person did not show you enough to make you feel special, don't keep hurting yourself by going over it and wondering, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they show me? Why didn't they give me what I was looking for and I gave to them? First of all, you need to forgive yourself, because you did not do nothing wrong, and you have to stop feeling like it's all about you did something to hurt them and they hurt you back. And you know, that's two wrongs, like I've always said, is never going to make a right. You can't keep putting yourself into this place where you're not feeling love again. That's where you're taking it away from you, and that's where things are happening in your life that is not in the positive level that you're looking for. You're not going into 5D with that person. That person doesn't see you in a 5D level. You both see yourself more like in 2D. And you know, going into egotistical energy, it can cause a lot of emotional drama, especially now with the coming new year. You're going to bring that in. You never want to bring in negativity in the first month of the year. One of those things that I guess growing up, my mom always told me that if you don't have a happy feeling for the first of the year, your whole 12 months is going to be similar to what you experience on your first day of the year. I mean, I won't say it's the first day of the year, but I could say it's like the first month of the year that you want to really reflect, because sometimes emotions do happen. We cannot help ourselves, but you really just want to not put so much pressure on yourself, because when you start off doing something, like with anything, you slack off and you end up going in a different direction, and you end up finding yourself hurting and pain, and that's not how you want to start out off. Like when you start something, you always start on a Monday or a Sunday, because it's the beginning of the week or the beginning of the work week. You don't want to mess up anything that you program your life, you program your mind, you discipline yourself, you're basically focusing on that new beginning, that new energy that you want to have come into your life. So forgiving and learning, and then allowing yourself to enjoy and endure the love that you have with your divine partner. Maybe they're the way they are, and if they're not giving to you and if they're not showing to you, accept it. And you know what? Say to yourself, I am just going to accept them for who they are, and I'm going to allow them to work on themselves, because I am surely working on myself. And when you both work on yourselves, they're going to see a difference. Maybe he'll see, wow, she's changed. She's bringing back that love that I felt when we first met, when we first laid eyes upon each other, because that's what you want to do. Just like I said before, with the new year, you want to bring back that old feeling that you had with each other. And that's what's going to, you know, spark up the new beginnings, because otherwise, if you're looking at the glass half empty, it's always going to be half empty, and it's going to even get empty. I mean, you can't let it go there. Okay, so let's go to the top card. Relationship harmony. Yes, that is so true, because we are striving for that. That's basically the goal here. You really want to have harmony and love and peace in your relationship. Not so much, I need them to do for me and I need them to show me because I don't believe that they're loving me, or maybe she's cheating on me or he's cheating on me and I want to know what's going on with them. No, it's not about that. It's not about anything that's negative with that person. You really want to have harmony with that person. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt. If you are suspecting that there is something going on, you really want to look at them and keep an open mind, because sometimes things are not necessarily what they seem on the surface, especially if you're following them on social media or you're following them on any platform. You're never going to find like happiness by doing that. That's I know it's legal, but that's like they call that social media stalking. It's a legal way of stalking somebody, and that's not the way to go either. Yeah, we all look at each other's profiles and we all like to, you know, engage and comment and like and say, oh, this person commented or this person talked, you know, with this person, and let me read their comments. Sure, that's what it's there for. If you're in a type of mode where you're just upset, you're going to be digging for something that is not necessarily there because you worked it up in your mind that it is there. So I had to say this. I felt like this is a message for someone specifically out there watching this video, even though this is all about making harmony for a relationship, but you're never going to have harmony with her or him if you're always looking at what the outside world is, what their outside world is. Maybe they're not calling out to you enough, or maybe they're not texting, or they're not getting in touch with you the way they did before. That's sometimes it happens, and sometimes you have to just be patient. Sometimes you have to let things happen naturally. I feel like that's what's going on here. In order to have relationship harmony, you have to have harmony in your heart. Okay? It goes down to one thing: have peace. And sometimes the anxiety that you're feeling, you're working up to, is actually making it worse because you keep working up more. One little fear-based energy thought comes into your mind. That's all it takes. It spreads. It goes viral. It goes everywhere. And before you know it, you're in a full-blown anxiety attack, panic attack, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? It's not good. It's not a good way to feel. It's not a good way to think. You know what? That's where 2018 is going to be totally, totally different. It's going to be about you and how you're going to handle this, and you're not going to think in the same way you did before. Watch other people who live in harmony. Maybe you have friends, maybe you have family, maybe you see people outside, maybe you watch TV and you see it like a TV show or a movie and say, I want that. That's exactly the way I want things. Because digging into something, looking into something is never going to find a harmony that you're looking for, because you are meant to be happy. You are meant to find that true love in your life, if it is the person that you're currently with or with someone else, because sometimes we are sent people that are kind of, I don't know, like the intense energies that are constantly like attacking us in a negative way, that person is not good for us. We have to learn from that person. That's the whole reason why we're with that person. That person is not meant for you. That person is helping you to gain something. So you need to have harmony in your life with someone. So in order to get there, sometimes you have to experience it. Or you may have experienced a previous relationship that I'm describing to you, because I'm not giving this out as a message that you need to look at your current partner in this way, okay? So just understand, it's all about you focusing on a new area in your life and not look at the previous area and kind of like compare it, okay? So let's go to the next card. Express your love. And that is true, because when you express your love to that person, even if the love is making them the most delicious sandwich, okay? I know I always talk about food. Maybe food is like one of our things that we do in life, but you give out this love. You give out this feeling to them that you did it with love. You actually did something. You gave them something to feel good about themselves. And that's what the holidays is about too. You know, that's what the Christmas holiday is, or whatever holiday you celebrate. It's all about love, because it all comes down to one thing. When you give, you're not looking to get back so much, but it's reciprocated automatically. That's the beauty of when we give a gift, because there's an energy exchange, okay? And like it says on this card, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Maybe you need to show more about love to that person. Maybe there is someone that you have a feeling that there's an emotional attachment. Why not just start expressing that love that I just talked about? Showing a positive energy to that person. Guess what? They're going to feel it automatically, and they're going to say, there's something special. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be giving out love. I feel that when you give out love to everyone, even if someone, I have to say, if someone, is making you feel unworthy inside, making you feel negative inside, don't look at that person and say, that person is so negative and I hate that person and I don't like that person, because you know what? You're reciprocating negativity. Instead say, you know what? I feel sorry for that person. You know why I feel sorry for that person? Because they don't know what love is. They don't know what they're doing to themselves, because they're taking it out on me. So when they reflect and they're showing you something, like a coworker, they're showing you something very negative, they actually have no love, and you should pity them and pray for them, because they don't know what love is. And maybe walking away, not saying a whole lot back to them, because that's what, you know, like that's what human nature wants us to do. Just say what we feel and just, you know, go at it. And it was a full-blown argument. That's not going to make love. Express a little bit of something. Like, I don't think that's nice of you to say that, but you know, you are entitled to your own opinion, and I'm just going to walk away from this. There you go. You're closing it. You're protecting yourself. You're putting an armor of shield of light, and go off and smile and laugh, and don't let them see that they hurt you, because you know what? They didn't hurt you, because you know you are worthy. You know that you're worth so much more, and they're not going to steal that joy away from you. They're not going to steal your love. It's all about the love that's in your heart. So express the love. Express the love to everyone around you, and that's where love is just going to become contagious, because then you're going to be drawn to people who are going to show you love. You're going to be seeing people that are just very mellow, very loving, very, very kind, and that's what it's all about. Instead of having the people that pile on negative energies that they don't understand, it's not because they're negative, it's just because exactly what I'm talking about. If we all stick together and we all do the things that I'm talking about, the world can be much more balanced, much more peaceful, and you know what? We can feel more comfortable with each other. And let's go to the next card. Spiritual understanding. And as you can see, this angel is holding this light, this beautiful light, pouring it down to the heavens above and around our universe, and giving us the understanding of why these things are all happening. Because when you have a spiritual understanding of why these things are occurring in your life, why are you going through all of this, what is the purpose, you need to carry this with you throughout the whole year. You need to focus on it, because the divine masculine doesn't understand sometimes. It's more of like the divine masculine wants to understand. They can feel it. But because they're looking at the energies in a level where they're not getting it, and the divine feminine wants them to get it and kind of like persists in a sense, like, why isn't it going on? Why am I not getting this? Like I said before, with it, overcoming difficulties. Spiritual understanding is the only way that they can really succeed to come together in a divine union. Otherwise, it'll always be like they're fighting with inside themselves, because they want to feel love. They want to have that spiritual understanding. They want to get through whatever it is that they need to get over, the difficulties, the past emotional wounds. But if it's constantly being thrown back and forth, like if the relationship that you're in right now just keeps getting worse and worse, and you wonder, is this a karmic connection or something, because I have ties that I have to cut off from this person? Is this person truly my divine partner in whatever sense, whatever soul connection you have with this person? It's not a time to question it, because when you're hurting and when you're going through something, you automatically don't want to have no type of connection. And it really doesn't matter what type, because it's all about who makes you complete inside, who makes you whole inside. It's all about you finding that inner peace with that person. And that person can be, you know, someone that just seemed like a really, really negative relationship, but actually that person was the total opposite. That they just didn't know how to express their love, did not know how to give their love. Like I said, sometimes people need time to heal and let go of past wounds, let go of whatever it is that causes them to go backwards. Because if you're not, you know, forgiving and learning about all those different mistakes that you made, you're not forgiving yourself, you're not going to ever grow spiritually. It's not evolving in any way. You're not getting any type of progress done. No matter how much spiritual work you do on yourself, no matter how much meditation you can do, there is nothing that you're going to do if you can't see it for what it is in the level that it is at currently. Because if you keep going back and saying, I'm going to be this way, I'm going to be that way, it's going to be this way, it's going to be this way, you're not really focusing. You're really just trying to cover your eyes. You're not having the spiritual understanding. You have to say, I understand the true meaning, and you have to accept it. I know that this person may have not been true to me in the past, but I'm forgiving them, and we're working on it. Stop looking at what happened in the past to you both, whatever that may be, and look at what you currently have with her or him, because that's what's going to get you through it. Sometimes you're with someone for 25 years and these things happen, and it's like, why did this all of a sudden happen? Well, it could have happened after 1 year, or it could have happened after 25 years. It's all based upon one thing. You have to learn about it, and whenever your destiny is showing you your path, whatever that path is, you have to go with it. And it could be at the very beginning, or it could be at the end of the relationship. Sometimes people separate for many years and then they get right back together. Sometimes they have to go through negative relationships over and over in the same pattern to actually find that one, the person that makes them fulfilled inside. And they can say to themselves, how did I find it so late in life, and why didn't I find it like at the beginning? Well, you know what? Like I said before, age is just a number. It doesn't matter if you're 15 or if you're 75. It does not matter. It's all about you getting it right and having the spiritual understanding. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Reconciliation. Okay. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, this card represents a lot of things. It's, yes, it does represent getting back together. It does represent finding back where you were at before with this person. But not everybody is going to reconcile at the same time. It means one thing. You have to come back to yourself. You need to focus on that, because reconciliation is a big thing for you and that person. If you're not even with that person, maybe you've never met that person, you need to come back to what the truth is in your life, because a lot of people are actually looking at the outside, not so much of what they were supposed to do in their lives. Because when you have your divine partner with you, you can accomplish so much in your life. It's not just about, okay, we get married, we have our house together, we have some kids and a couple of dogs and, you know, the car and everything else, and we do things all together. That is beautiful. And that is the idea. That is the goal. Yes, that's what this life is all about. But that's not really where our spiritual life is. It's more about doing things into the universe and helping the universe to find what we need to find for ourselves. It's not depending on a person to make our happiness, but it's about us getting back together with ourselves. Reconciliation with yourself. It's someone from your past. That's you. That's yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to find yourself again. You need to find your center. If you don't find your center, you're always going to be searching for it. And guess what? It's always going to feel like it's a never-ending story. The life cycle just keeps going around and around and around in circles. So, you know, I know this is a little bit more of a lengthier reading than what I normally do, and I said I wanted to do something special for you all because it's the new year, and you know what? We're all looking for the same thing: happiness, health, and just abundance of love. Okay, so that's why overcoming the difficulties and then making the effort to make these difficulties go away, you have to work on it. You really have to work on yourself. You have to work on getting over whatever it was that caused all of these negativities, and you need to just do this. You need to find it. A healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle is always extremely beneficial, especially at the beginning of the year. Don't go drastic. I know a lot of people have like goals about, you know, their weight and what they want to do and what they're planning on doing, but let's make it a realistic goal and something that you can stick to. You know, New Year's resolutions with exercise and diet and all the other things that you plan to do don't usually go past January 15th. Okay, this is what they say. This is like 80% of them. So don't be that 80%, be the 20%, because you want to succeed. At least get most of your goal going, get most of everything going, because you really want to see progress. I would love to motivate you, but there's only so much that I can say to you. I will motivate you now. Just go for it. Do it. Just do it, and shoot me an email maybe and tell me, you know what, Anne, you were right. I did it and I'm happy about it. Maybe next December 31st, you'll tell me this, okay? And forgiving and learning. Learn about what it is that the divine, the messages that are coming to you, because messages come to you constantly, not just necessarily, not just from a reading video, not just from somebody saying, hey, I got a message for you, but wherever you go, you're going to see a license plate, you're going to see a billboard, you're going to see numbers, whatever it is, you're being taught something, something is telling you something. And first of all, you need to forgive yourself if there is any kind of past wound. In order to get the relationship harmony going in your life, it's time to express your love to others. Expressing your love to the people that are around you. If maybe you don't feel that they're really that worth your love, you know what? They need a love. You know what? You feel bad for them because they don't have love. And maybe they might just not accept it, and that's fine, just walk away from them. But I really feel like expressing love can actually give out love, doing something positive. And sometimes people are just so negative, you have to just, you know, block yourself from them. Spiritual understanding. Spiritual understanding is to understand that you need to go back to the way you were maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it is. It's time for you to just go back to that person, because that person is there. That person lives there. That person is coming through telling you, please, I want to feel happy again. And you know what? Their divine partner is not going to make that happiness come to you unless you're happy with yourself. And that's where the relationship harmony comes. So with all these cards combined, this looks like a very good year for you if you just project it in that direction. Not project it in any other way, but more of like, I'm going to center myself. Make a vision board. Put all of these things, the love, the hearts, and just paste them there and look at it every day and say, you know what, I'm going to add something. Maybe I'm going to add this. Like I said, I like the happy planner because I like to, you know, doodle around with the stickers or any kind of planner, but I like putting things together so that I can keep looking at it. I'm going to be looking at my previous planner, and I'm going to be making a new planner. So whatever works for you, it helps you to carry it on for the new year. And you know what? This looks like it's going to be a very beautiful year for you. This is going to be an amazing year, and you have to keep saying this to yourself and really believe it in your heart, because every year is going to get better. Nothing is perfect. No, I'm not saying it will be, but you will overcome any difficulties if you do just at least some of these things, because you will find the love that you have. And please let me know when you do. I would love to hear about your situation. I would love to hear about things that's going on in your life. You can leave them down below in the comments area. I do like to have ideas also. If you would like to see me making more like live videos or more like generalized reading videos, whatever you'd like to see on YouTube or Facebook, I'm open to ideas, because that's how, you know, we motivate each other and we inspire. I'm inspired by you all because I love hearing about what you went through and how things have happened in your life and how you found it. It's all about reflecting and giving out that motivation to others, because others will see it. It spreads. It spreads. And you know what happens to you where you've left your comment, you've actually attracted energy coming to you that people are saying, wow, I really like what this person is saying. I really enjoy reading about what they wrote about, and maybe they put a like on it, or maybe they'll comment back with you. This is the beauty about the internet. This is the beauty about social media. This is why I love it, and I want to engage more, communicate with you all, you know, but my life is very busy. So I will try my best to do more of these videos, and I would like to hear from you all. If you've landed on this video and it's not the new year, it's not anything to do with the date that is in the description area or in the title. This is a reading video that was specifically sent to you to help you on your journey, on your path. And you need to allow it to resonate and understand it, because it's not necessarily about the dates. I believe in messages and I believe in signs, and I'm always being taught something new because I am a student in spirituality myself. So we're constantly growing. Okay, so like I said, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments area. If you like my video, please give me the thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, if you're not already, you can do so. And you will be sent the video as soon as it is posted. Okay, so I just want to wish you all a wonderful, amazing, beautiful, successful, healthy, happy 2018 for you and all of your family and friends. I just wish you all the best, and God bless each and every one of you. Namaste.